what do you think is the number one challenge or issue which is happening here?
Kaushik, I would say in simple terms, the lead is not yet in the market for it. They are just not looking for what you're selling.
Absolutely. Nida, what do you think is the number one issue when in the scenario of a B2B, someone who's in business development or sales, uh, calling up prospects, like in a typical B2B or IT company kind of scenario, what do you think is the number one challenge or issue which is happening here?
Kaushik, I would say in simple terms, the lead is not yet in the market for it. They are just not looking for what you're selling.
Absolutely. That's really, I would say, B2C, B2B, any any country, any industry, this thing is, I mean, it's the core, right? There's so much of sales happening, so much of outreach happening, calls happening, marketing generating leads. But really, the number one issue is that someone is not in the market and the salesperson is calling. And whereas because of, and then the fact is that people are doing a lot of research themselves, so unless they know about simple things about, first of all, they need to, with respect to any solution, they need to first acknowledge that they have an issue, right? They have to go through some information, then they have to know, and then okay, then they know about the company and stuff like that. So if calling them at the right time, like basically when they're in the market, that's really it. And especially in B2B, it does not matter if instead of calling today you call after 2 or 3 weeks, right? It just improves your chances of doing that sale. So we are, the reason we started with this, because there is a very simple metric which you will see in all CRMs. It's called the lead score, and I believe it's like it sits at the boundary, right, of marketing and sales. And let's in fact look at some of the factors which get into the lead score.
So there's a way to know whether this lead is ready to be called here.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Ready to be called, yeah. So that's really the right terminology, like
Obvious.
is, yeah, which, see, you don't, especially in B2B, you can wait before calling, okay? And there is so this is something called, I mean, it's called probability. This is a screenshot of Odoo CRM, but in Zoho it will be called lead score. Most CRMs, that you'll have the terminology is lead score. Now the thing is, marketing is generating leads from various sources. For some of these, the phone number would be available, sometimes the email would be available, right? So you can program this lead score in your CRM. And what I want to uh, the message here is that you can program a lot of factors, can be built into this, the lead score, right? So you can have all these factors, all these as factors. Like you can say that if the email is present, then you bump up the lead score by say 5%. If the phone is present, then okay, again another 5%. Or you can, so this is one bucket of factors. You can have a completely different bucket of factors with respect to if the lead has spent time on your website, if the lead has actually got information through some other source about your company, right? So that's a completely different bucket, which reflects the interaction on your digital assets, right? So that also can get into this. And interestingly, because of GenAI, you'll see a lot of new things happening in this lead score. You'll see that the CRM will be able to even detect the tonality of the prospect. When you're talking to the prospect, on what the prospect is saying, and that also can get into the lead score. But yes, that is about things to come. But definitely Gen AI is going to have a footprint here. So definitely the message here is give, uh, make sure that you are paying attention to this lead score, and devise a good logic for whatever percentage that you're seeing there, because based on that logic the salesperson is going to call, and it just makes sense that you put in the right level of factors, right kind of algorithm there, so that the salesperson calls at the right time. Right, so
Absolutely.
that's it that we have from about this today. We'll meet you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.